Hello one for the day one recap of 3.21 League. And I'm gonna go over pretty much what got done on how day one felt, doing the strategy I talked about on yesterday's video. And I pretty much did what I said I was gonna do. Started with what you want to call it? Well, sort of. I started with Spark through Act 1 and 2 until I got to Library. In Act 3, it sucked. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty much carried through the whole thing, doing no damage, dying a lot, extremely squishy. Got the library, went to Poison Concoction, and it felt better, but you are still very squishy, and damage is definitely not what it used to be. But it eventually got there. Maybe Caustic Arrow with the bow skills might have felt better, but you got what you got. So pretty much when I did what I said I was gonna do, went to pretty much maps on Poison Concoction, ran the first map just to get the Keurig thing done with. Then I pretty much had enough currency to buy the Death Oath with divination cards for like 1 to 2 each. And then once I did that, I switched the build over to the Caustic Arrow Death Oath build. And it definitely is fun. It has those pops like you want to play Death Oath. But it's extremely squishy and your damage is absolutely really low early on. A lot more than I thought it was gonna be. I know that Bill can get there later. It just needs a lot of investment. Like right now, my gear is just every item. Like some of these items are found, and like the helmet. I think this ring, the boots, the belt. The belt was found, and the bow and the quiver were all just items I could find for 1 chaos. Just to go very cheap, fix my resistance, get life on it if I can, and get your strength that you do lack a lot with this build. Like my bow is really just a 5 link with my colors with a +1. The rings, one's a stat ring with chaos res on a lot of my gear with resistance, strength, life, resistance, you know, life, resistance, strength, resistance. It's like you can see a pattern, movement speed, resistance. It's pretty much what you got in everything. Flask right now is just like bleed immune, burn immune, because I haven't rolled the assault fire flask yet. Armor, evasion, and movement speed, and whatever else rolled with him, I just took. But pretty much this slot right here is an empower. Pretty much, you don't need the empower though until you much later. But it's pretty much caustic arrow, vicious projectile, swift affliction, concentrated effect, and void of manipulation. And helmet, it's pretty much, well, gems, these ones don't matter, but it's mostly just despair with blasphemy for your curse for your explodes pretty much, and then a molten shell in there for low defense. Death Oath, obviously, if you had the 6 socket, it'd be a lot better, but I don't have a lot of jewelers right now to gamble that, so I got lucky on a 5 and just took it. Especially because getting the colors is one of the worst, is also extremely expensive. But right now it's just a void manipulation, lesser duration, light tap, efficiency, and concentrate effect. Boots, pretty much malevolence, flame dash, determination, grace, and temp chains. Right now I'm not even using grace because I don't have the mana for it, and I don't have the cluster jewels either. What else? I think that's it there. Oh, come on. Skill tree, there's no clusters. It's pretty much a life, AoE, your mana reservation that you do need, life, no cluster jewels, 30 strength here, which I don't need anymore. Yeah, so like this 30 strength will go away once I get 1 regret orb that I don't think I even have right now. I do actually. Fix that real fast. There you go. Like I took the 30 strength earlier just so I can equip the chest piece, and I was looking for, I forgot to take it off. But like up here, Eldritch Battery, your additional curse, because I don't have the Uber lab yet. Where is it? I only have 1, 2, and 3. I haven't done Uber. And then pretty much, mana reservation, working on getting these 2 damage nodes, strength, life, damage, going down this way, life, Come on. Cluster Jewel eventually. More projectiles. Which probably could get cut. It's not the biggest deal. It just makes a little extra caustic arrow. Damage. Life, evasion, mana reservation wheel, chaos damage wheel, damage, life. It's pretty basic. And then like eventually I get cluster jewels. Like I found one base, not the correct one, but I found this one that was one level short of being what I needed. So I'm just gonna try to roll this one, at least get something to have some damage early on. So I buy like a new one for like 5 chaos. And then I need to work on mediums also. I bought one, but I need to work on it to fix it. Have not bought the small ones yet. Pretty much, do run a map real fast. Like, I did not get that far today. I only got the 22 maps completed. This will be 23. But build is pretty straightforward. Run around. I don't know which one is what. I'm not sure which one's chaos. But yeah, the build's extremely squishy, even at the current state. You are going to die a massive amount if you play this build. Just a heads up. Still no rampage on the build yet. Leveling up 6 caustic arrows in the offhand so I can try to at least get a ball one. But you can definitely see how low damage is at this point. I think personally, I think the Death Oath build is a better second build than a first build on a league start because the build's extremely rough to play. I probably would recommend, you know, make a one build, farm up currency, get your base items for this build, your like a bow and your gems and all that stuff, then re-roll this build with the gems to level up early on, and then hit once you get like the like 60 or so, you can switch into the actual build. It'll probably be a lot better overall, feel a lot smoother to play than this does. And because then you can do 5-way, get to level 90, then you have no problem with the rest of your time. And just, the build's very rough early on, so that's what I probably recommend to do for anyone playing this build. Is find a different build and re-roll into this one. You probably would have a lot better time than I am right now. Still trying to trying to force myself not to re-roll, even though I'm starting to get really annoyed already. I mean, the build is missing a lot of items. No Maven helmet, no the Death Ring, no Element Immunity Jewel, no Frenzy, Power, you know, the Grand Spectrum Jewels. They're really overpriced right now. Well, not overpriced, they just went up a lot more than they usually do this early. Yes, Death Oath is triggering a lot slower than it should be, so I'm not 100% sure if it's working correctly. I gotta look into this more. Because it's taking a long time to kill things when it should be like this, like auto bombing style. So I'm pretty sure something's off right now. I need to take a look at after this video's over. Which one is it? Oh, this is the 3 boss. But yeah, I don't think the Death Oath is actually triggering the way it's supposed to. But like the map, you can see works pretty. It's working. It's definitely not clean, but it will get there. I'm going this way. And like I just said at the tree, I'm trying this out. Taking the Jun wheel, the Breach and Jun right here. Then right now I'm just going up this way. Took my extra maps. Going up here to get the Keurig just because early on the Keurigs do help to get through the original maps progression. So once I get to like this one here, I'll probably go up this way to get the extra higher tier maps, and then go this way to get the other tier. And then after I do that, I might just go pick up this Jun one real quick, and then probably just start pushing up this way before I start blocking stuff more. And we're gonna see how it goes. I mean, obviously, I don't know. I'm really just winging it right now. I'm still playing the other 2 people who need the who do need items also. So we're still trying to work together on this stuff what different strategies we're trying to think of that'll work out pretty well. Nah. But yeah, pretty much, it's a quick video only because day one, not a whole lot happens. And especially because how rough day one was. Trace site was down, I would say about 80% of the day. It will go up, then it'll go back down, up and down all day long. It was extremely annoying to do trades today. And lead mechanic, it's very underwhelming, to be honest. It definitely needs improvements a lot. The monsters you fight don't drop any currency, don't drop any items, which I think is a pretty bad idea on their end. When you're channeling the device up, it does not even stop when you're channeling it. That's why I don't really like to do it. Because when you're channeling it, you can still die very easily, which is a really dumb idea. For some reason, they didn't do like ultimatum where you're channeling and it will stop. That's how they should do it. And it's extremely overtuned. If your build is not super strong, you're going to get ran over extremely fast, which I think is a bad league mechanic design. I think this league has potential. They just really need to fix the monsters and then also fix the fact that there's no loot involved whatsoever. Because I think if they don't fix that stuff, I'm pretty sure people are going to quit real fast, even myself. But, it's pretty much another league. We'll have to hope it's good. But, we're going to see where it goes. I'm going to try to force myself not to reroll even though I want to. But we'll see where it goes. I might play this league more. I might go back to Lost Ark and play this one here and there. We'll see how it goes from the league. Because usually the first, I would say the weekend is probably the worst of a league. Because that's when nothing's fixed. It's just, I'm not playing next league on league start most likely. So I'm trying to take advantage of this league. Because it's going to fall in August, which is a busy month for me in general with normal stuff. But that's why I'm going to try at least this league, but we'll see from there. But hope you liked the video. If you like to see it, subscribe below. Follow on Twitch. Also, Killed All Bandits. Forgot about that. And Pantheon is the usual Brian Keene and Aberth without the Burning Ground yet. Which I'm in white maps, doesn't matter. But I'm hoping on tomorrow, I most likely will try to stream. I'm going to try to at least get the last lab done. Push 2 red tier maps. Maybe finish whole Atlas if I don't re-roll it. Depending on if I play or not too much. And we'll see where it goes from there. But if you put in the description below if how you're liking the league, if you think the league mechanic is worth it or not. Let other people know what you think also. Because it's good to get other people's opinions too on it. But hope you liked the video. We'll see everyone on the next one. Goodbye everyone.